Hi folks, today I'm going to talk about 5 techniques that you can apply to teach conversation lessons. I'll be referring mostly to teaching lessons online because that's my experience. However, you can apply them to private face-to-face lessons, especially with adults. If you're new to my channel, my name is April, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. Now let's get on with it. My experience is teaching conversational lessons on Italki as a community tutor, but any platforms I believe that offer the option for you to have conversational lessons, you can do the same things. Now, just to give you some background, conversational lessons are lessons really that allow students to, speak or to practice speaking English fluently. Now, as a teacher, it's best for you to provide the context for the students in order to feel comfortable and to be able to speak freely. And it's good to come prepared with different topics that you can discuss with your students. When your student has booked a lesson, try to get to know them even briefly. So what I do, whenever a student has booked a lesson with me, I send them a message just asking them how long they have been learning English for, just to get to know their background. And in the first lesson, this is the point of contact where you get to know your students, their goals, where they want to be, how they feel about their English level. And you can use that, especially if you have other lessons with them, to know how to structure your lesson. But always come prepared. So for the first lessons, I always have introduction questions that I ask my student. And sometimes you have students that are willing to talk freely. Sometimes they even want to get to know you. Maybe they've seen your profile and they want to know you as a Jamaican. Sometimes they have their own reasons for booking a lesson, but if they're shy, just have the environment as much as you can to make them feel relaxed and comfortable. And every time they're speaking, notice how they speak. If they have any issues coming up with the words, with their vocabulary, anything, so that okay, this particular student has these needs, and I will now structure my lesson in order to fit them. Okay, so the second technique is to use conversation topics that you can find freely online. I did not know this, but I've actually found some websites where you can choose a topic and there are plenty of questions that you have that you can ask your students. It really helps, and it helps not to have dead space or silence in the lessons. If you have different topics or questions rather specific to a topic that you have prepared to ask your students, it just helps you to feel more confident as a teacher, and you feel more in control and you're able to help your student. And usually what I do is choose a topic that I feel like my student would be interested in. So that's why the introductory lesson is really important, because you can get to know your student and what you think they would like to discuss. And if they like discussing a topic, chances are they will be more comfortable. Maybe later on I'll use harder conversational topics in order to increase their vocabulary, but try to make them feel comfortable at first so that they can relate to you as the teacher. And this actually leads to my third technique. Try to find topics that your students may want to explore. You can easily ask this in the first lesson or even during other lessons. If they seem interested in a particular subject, if they keep bringing it up, then ask them, hey, would you like to discuss this? Make it about them. It is about them. So ask them, and then you can perhaps plan for the next lesson. My fourth technique is to talk about latest events. So many things are happening right now in 2020. There is so much to talk about. So talk about the latest events, and always make it so that they're comfortable. If you know they're comfortable talking about something, then just go about it. Talk about the pandemic, staying at home, racial injustice, anything like that that you may want to discuss that they are interested in discussing as well. Just go about it, because it's helpful to them in order to know how to explore different vocabularies, how to structure their grammar and their sentences. Just try to explore a wide range of topics, because with conversation, normally that's what you do, and you're trying to help your students to feel as comfortable as possible in any scenario. So if they're traveling abroad, or if they're meeting up someone, if they are in a workplace, they can feel more confident within themselves, knowing that, okay, I can talk about this with other people. All right. And my fifth technique is to use different tools online. You can use articles, you can use videos, for example, TED Talks, so your student can review them before the lesson so that they can come with their different opinions or questions, anything they have, so they can be prepared. And just so you know, some students actually prefer to have something prepared before the lesson. They don't just want to come not knowing what they'll do, and it's fine. Just give them some tools that they can review before the lesson, so that when they come, they just feel more confident and they know what they're going to do for the most part, and then you and them can just flow in the conversation. Alright, so this is a shorter video, but I just wanted to give you some tools because some people have been asking, now how do I plan lessons for my students online? I really hope these help, and I hope that the free tools that I give you will be very useful for you. If you have any other tips for teaching conversational lessons online, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to know, because I have been doing this for over a year, but I can learn anything at any point. I still think I'm new at this. So if you have any other tips, please let me know. And I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.